Hello. So today we are going to deal with a program whose aim is use of an external interrupt to toggle an LED on or off. So we should start with include LPC17XXH. Okay, so which is a header file for the LPC1768 IC. Then we should use a function which is nothing but EINT3 IRQ handler, right? It's a function which enables interrupt. So then we are supposed to use an character called as INT3 underscore flag, which should be initialized with a 0 number. Then we should initialize the character again, one more character, okay, which is nothing but flag is equal to 0. Then, so the problem is of this program is we have to give an external interrupt, and as soon as we give an external interrupt, okay, so there the LED should either start or it should stop. That's what the aim of the experiment, right? Now we should know where that interrupt is connected to the Arduino board, and also where the LED is connected to the Arduino board, right? Now this interrupt acts as an input for the Arduino board, and this LED is an output device. Okay, so interrupt as an input device and LED is an output device. This interrupt is connected at a pin called as P2.13 and LED is connected at a port P2.12. So 13 and 12 of port 2 should be used for the programming, right? At 13th pin of port 2 interrupt is connected, and at the 12th pin of port 2 LED is connected, correct? So now when we know that how does they have been connected, now there is a chance that we should initialize it. Okay, we should initialize it. So first command that is used is LPC underscore pin cell 4, because this pin whatever it comes will be there in a pin cell 4. Okay, so pin cell 4, and we should AND it with the number 0C00 and followed by 40, right? It is just to make sure that the pin cell 4 should have number 0 other than the pins 1, 3 and 1, 2. 1, 3 and 1, 2, they are fallen under pin cell 4. So that's why we should AND it, okay, because we should make the rest of the pins to be 0 and only 1, 3 and 1, 2 pin should be on. So when we make it again, we should R it with the number 0400 followed by 4 zeros, okay. That is just to make sure that we should enable the particular pin. When we have cleared it, okay, then the next problem is we have to enable it, okay. Next one, we have to enable again the one more pin, that is P112. So for that we will go with LPC underscore pin cell 4 and followed by 0 into FCFF, then followed by 4F, right? So this is how we can enable the 12th pin of LED. Next, when we set that, we should set the direction as to how they have been used, okay. So that's why we should use a pin command called as LPC underscore GPIO2, which is nothing but FIO-DIR. Okay, FIO-DIR, it's a command used to set the direction of the pins. Okay, so wherein we are going to use it. Okay, so 4 zeros, then followed by 100. So using this, we can set P2.12 as an output. Okay, using this we can set P2.12 as an output. Similarly, so initially what we should do is we should keep the LED on. So when we want to keep an LED on, so we should use a command called as FIO set, okay, off port 2. So using this command we can FIO set, we can make sure that the LED which is connected at a point P2.12 becomes on. Okay, so these are all initializers. Next, when we initialize it, okay, we have to initialize even the interrupt also. Okay, we have to use the interrupt also. To initialize the interrupt, we have to use 3 commands. First one is external interrupt, second one is we have to set the mode of the interrupt, and third one is we have to set the pole of the interrupt. Okay, so for that we should use a command called as LPC underscore SC external interrupt. Okay, then we should use a command number, okay, which is nothing but 4 zeros followed by 000 and 8. Okay, this is used to write 1, okay, so clears the interrupt and get set if there is an external interrupt, right? So if I want to clear the interrupt which is before, okay, so first we have to clear it and then we have to enable it. So that's why we have to use this command. Then we have to set a mode. Okay, to set a mode of the command, we have to use the following command. Okay, so what does it will do is it will make sure that the interrupt is initiated, okay, as an edge sensitive, right? So the interrupt should be edge sensitive. Okay, so the interrupts are, there are two types of interrupts. One is level sensitive and second one is edge sensitive. So if we want to make sure that it should be edge sensitive, then we should use a command which is lpc_sc external mode. Then if I want to set a polar, okay, so that means it is if the interrupt is falling edge or rising edge, we should use a command called as lpc_sc, which is nothing but ext polar. So which will set the sensitivity of the interrupt, whether it is level sensitive or it is edge sensitive. Then NVIC enable IRQ. It's a command or it's a function which will call the interrupt, which is nothing but EINT3_IRQN, right? So when we enter, we should use an while, which is an infinity loop. So first and foremost thing, we should wait for a interrupt. So that's why we should use a command called as while interrupt3_flag. Okay, so 0 into 0 0, right, which will set the interrupt. Then we should set the character int3_flag is equal to 0 0. So suppose if a flag is 0 0, that means when flag is 0, okay, off the LED. So how to off the LED? We should talk to port 2 now, okay, because we know that port 2, okay, it is connected. So that's why we should use a command called as lpc_gpio2. So if you use the FIO clear command, okay, it will clear the LED which is connected at the port 2. That means the 12th pin of port 2. Okay, so then we should use a command called as flag, which is nothing but we are giving FF, right? So that we are again turning on the LED. Else what we have to do, if the flag is not 0, we have to set it. That means what? We have to turn it on. We have to turn on the LED and then we should turn off the LED. Okay, so this is the command, this is the function which is nothing but ENT3_, okay, it's a interrupt handler, which is nothing but we are initializing a flag with a first as FF, that means we are turning on the LED, and then external interrupt, we are calling the external interrupt, okay, so as to turn off the interrupt. Okay, so thank you.